Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. It is time. We have completed the first two games in the Mass Effect trilogy, the Mass Effect Legendary Edition remake. And now it's time to delve in to the third and final installment. We're going to import our Commander Shepard. Just accept. And we're still going to be a Vanguard. And that's all there is to it.
How bad is it?
Bad. We just lost contact with two of our deep space outposts. There's something massive on long-range scanners.
Is this what Shepard warned us about?
I'd stake my life on it.
How long do we have?
Not long. I sent word. The fleet's immobilizing.
God help us all.
I'm not even going to try to read along with the text this time. Of course, this time I actually could have.
Commander.
You're not supposed to call me that anymore, James.
Not supposed to salute you either. We gotta go. The Defense Committee wants to see you.
Sounds important. What's going on?
Couldn't say. Just told me they needed you. Now.
Anderson?
Admiral?
You look good, Shepard. Maybe a little soft around the edges. How are you holding up since being relieved from duty?
It's not so bad once you get used to the hot food and soft beds.
We'll get it sorted out.
What's going on? Why is everyone in such a hurry?
Admiral Hackett's mobilizing the fleets. I'm guessing word's made it to Alliance Command. Something big's headed our way.
The Reapers?
We don't know. Not for certain.
What else could it be?
If I knew that.
It's the Reapers. And we're not ready for them. Not by a long shot.
Tell that to the Defense Committee.
Unless we're planning to talk the Reapers to death, the committee is a waste of time.
They're just scared. None of them have seen what you've seen. You faced down a Reaper. Hell, you spoke to one, then blew the damn thing up. You've seen how they harvest us, what they plan to do to us. You know more about this enemy than anyone.
That why they grounded me? Took away my ship?
You know that's not true. When you blew up the Batarian relay, hundreds of thousands of Batarians died.
It was that or let the Reapers walk through our back door.
I know that, Shepard. And so does the committee. If it wasn't for that, you'd have been court-martialed and left to rot in the brig.
That and your good word?
Yeah, I trust you, Shepard. And so does the committee.
I'm just a soldier, Anderson. I'm no politician.
I don't need you to be either. I just need you to do whatever the hell it takes to help us stop the Reapers.
They're expecting you to, Admiral.
Good luck in there, Shepard.
Anderson?
Hey, kitten.
Shepard. Kate?
Rex? Oh, Caden.
How'd it go in there, Major?
Okay, I think. Hard to know. I'm just waiting for orders now.
Major?
You hadn't heard?
No, I'm a bit out of the loop these days.
Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to keep you out of the loop.
It's not like you learned the Reapers were coming and didn't tell me.
I suppose you're right.
Admiral,
Come on.
You know the commander?
I used to.
Now he's just somebody that I used to know.
Admiral Anderson. Shepard.
What's the situation?
We were hoping you would tell us.
How the hell would I know?
The reports coming in are unlike anything we've seen. Whole colonies have gone dark. We've lost contact with everything beyond the Soul Relay.
Whatever this is, it's incomprehensibly powerful.
You brought me here to confirm what you already know. The Reapers are here.
Then, how do we stop them?
We don't. We're fucked. We've...
Stop them. This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival. The Reapers are more advanced than we are. More powerful, more intelligent. They don't fear us. And they'll never take pity on us.
But there must be some way.
Each of us has to be willing to die to save humanity. Anything less, and they've already won.
That's it? That's our plan?
Admiral, we've lost contact with Luna Base.
The moon? They couldn't be that close already.
How they get past our defenses?
Sir, UK headquarters has a visual.
Yeah, well, we shouldn't have spent the second game dicking around on a dead-end side quest. Too late. We're fucked. Game over.
Why haven't we heard from Admiral Hackett?
He's probably dead.
What do we do?
Oh god, here comes the line.
The only thing we can. We fight, or we die.
We should get to the Normandy.
Oh my god.
This is a really short game.
Shepard! Shepard! Come on, get up. Here, take this. We've got to get moving. This is Admiral Anderson. Report in, anyone. Major Alanko, is that you? What's your status? I can't raise the Normandy. You'll have the contact. We'll meet you at the landing zone. Anderson up. They're massive. Come on, Shepard. Caden's headed to the Normandy. They'll pick us up if we can get to the spaceport. Let's move. Look out! How do you stop something so powerful?
You don't. We've lost. We dicked around the second game, and now the Reapers are here, and there's
Take a
nothing we can
running
do.
jump. It's farther than it looks. Come on, let's
Chef's
go.
been working on his cardio, at least.
Come on. We'll have to go this way. Looks clear. Let's go. Major, you read me. I'm patching in Shepard.
We're almost to the Normandy. I've got Lieutenant Vega with me. We're taking heavy fire.
Husks! Take him out!
Hold up a second. Alright, biotic charge. Put you over on there, and then, well, incendiary ammo. Alright, I guess we're back to that again, huh?
Shoot him!
Oh,
I'm out of ammo. Come on, we gotta move.
you are not out of ammo, you're out of heat clips. Very different things. Oh, ladder. Okay.
Have to take these things out the old-fashioned way. Don't let them grab you. Gotta find a way out of here. Watch it!
Oh, hold that thing. Okay. Right, that's the thing now.
Through this way. Hey. It's okay.
Everyone's dying.
Yeah.
Come on, you've got to get out of here. Take my hand.
You can't help me.
Shepard! In here. This is a goddamn mess. Every minute these machines are here, thousands of innocent people die. I won't be responsible.
You're not responsible for the ones that die. We fight for the ones left standing when it's all over.
That,
Yeah.
what? Okay.
Maybe you're right. I get so fast. I thought we'd have more time.
We knew they were coming.
And they still just cut through our defenses. We need to go to the Citadel. Talk to the Council.
The Citadel? The fight's here.
Whoa,
It'll be everywhere soon enough.
Okay,
You
hold
said
on.
it yourself. The Reapers will destroy everything if we don't stop them. The Council has to help us.
But
You sure about that? No, but you're a Council Spectre. That has to count for something.
they wouldn't be wasting their time attacking Earth if they hadn't already taken the Citadel. I mean, from the Citadel, they can shut down the relay network and
I owe you
isolate
one.
all the different planets and
No.
colonies.
Grab some ammo.
I mean, just because they had that setback in Mass Effect 1 doesn't mean
Reload,
they'd
let's
abandon
keep
that
moving.
plan. It's by far the most efficient and logical way to go about wiping out all advanced organic life in the galaxy. So yeah, surely the Citadel's already been taken. You'd have to be...
Major Alenko, we're inside of the spaceport. ETA 3 minutes.
We made it to the Normandy. Taking heavy fire. Oh, God.
That was a very large ship.
Evasive maneuver.
Major, Caden! Damn it, they're in trouble.
Wow, the Dreadnought actually survived a hit. 2 hits, even. No, never mind.
to reroute. Do you copy? Normandy, come in. Friendlies.
Anyway, like I was saying, though, obviously the council's already gone. The Reapers would have to be incredibly stupid to not take this Citadel first.
Keep your head down. Nice shot.
I guess it.
Finish them all. Checker, over here. What happened here?
What do you think?
was shot down. We barely made it.
You have a radio? We're trying to contact our ship.
No. There's one in the gunship, but it's gonna be crawling with those things.
Stay here, son. We'll get you out of here. Come on. Let's get to that gunship.
I just dive. Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Normandy, this is Anderson. Do you read?
Admiral, what's your location?
By a downed gunship in the harbor. I'm activating its distress beacon. Send support. We've got wounded down here. Major! Damn it! I've lost the signal.
Let's hope that beacon does its job.
And fast. We've got company. Hope they get there soon.
You and me both!
Running out of ammo.
Cavalry's here, gentlemen.
About time.
Let's go. Welcome aboard, Shepard. Thanks.
Shepard!
Come on!
I'm not going. You saw those men back there. There's a million more like them, and they need a leader.
We're in this fight together.
It's a fight we can't win. Not without help. We need every species and all their ships to even have a chance at defeating the Reapers. Talk to the Council. Convince them to help us.
What if they won't listen?
Then make them listen. Now go! That's an order.
I don't take orders from you anymore, remember?
Consider yourself reinstated, Commander. You know what you have to do.
I'll be back for you, and I'll bring every fleet I can. Good luck.
You too, Shepard.
I mean, you know, assuming we can even leave the system, because I'm sure the Reapers already took the Citadel and shut down the mass relay network, stranding all the various planets and fleets and colonies in whatever system they happen to be in, unless it can travel at sub-FTL speeds, which takes, you know, centuries, years, decades, maybe centuries to reach one system or another. Oh, hey, it's that kid. Oh, tough luck, kid. Well, it's a good thing the Reaper decided to fire those little shuttles instead of, you know, the obvious warship that was close enough that they could clearly see the shuttles being destroyed. Nom! Well, looks like the galaxy's fucked. Like I said, short game. Mass 3 effect.
What the hell's going on? Where's Anderson? Where are we going? Hey!
We're leaving.
Leaving? What's going on?
Anderson wants us to go to the Citadel, get help for the fight.
Even though it's already been
Bullshit.
taken
You
over.
order us to leave?
He can see what's going on. Without help, this war's already over.
Then you can drop me off at the nearest depot, because I'm not...
Stow it, Lieutenant. You don't want to go. We get it. But this isn't a democracy. We're going to the Citadel. You want out, you can catch a ride back from there.
Commander,
Joker, that you?
alive and kicking. Got an emergency transmission from Admiral Hackett for you.
Patch it through.
Shepard, sustained heavy losses. The force was overwhelming. There's no way we can defeat them conventionally.
Yeah, we know.
Anderson's already ordered me to the Citadel to talk to the Council.
First, I need you to... That's outpost on Mars. We lose control of the system.
Yes, sir.
I've been researching the Prothean archives with Dr. Tassoni. We found a way to stop the Reapers.
What?
The only way to stop them.
Oh, wow.
Contact soon. Hack it out.
I'm glad someone else was
Joker,
doing my
set a
job.
course for the Mars archives.
Mars. Roger that.
This is local.
Why Mars? What does he think we'll find there?
I don't know yet. But if it helps us win this war... Grab your gear.
blue. Abba-dee, abba-da. Oh, abba-dee, 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 abba-da. See, because we used to be red and then yellow, and now we're blue. Even our shovel's blue.
I've been trying to reach Mars on secure channels. No one's answering.
Any sign of Reaper activity?
Negative.
Why?
The base appears to be online. It's possible the inhabitants were evacuated.
We'll know soon enough. Be ready, Joker. Just in case.
Roger that. Normandy out.
We're almost there.
Still no contact from the base, but we've got a massive storm headed our way. How long till it hits? Half hour tops. After that, we're gonna have difficulty keeping up comms with the Normandy. Understood.
Alright. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. We're starting out at level 31. I like that. Wow, we've got all kinds of options. Let's see. The hell's Nova? Transfer energy from the energy of your biotic barrier to charge and spark this deadly blast. Sweet. Okay. So increase weapon damage by 15% for 3 seconds after a charge. Increase power damage and force by 25%. Increase barriers by an additional 50%. I mean, our whole tradition has been charge, shotgun, and then charge us somewhere else, so I think weapon synergy and then full barrier restoration. Nova sounds interesting. Kind of curious. Maybe we should have gone with that. Oh well. Fitness. Oh yes, we definitely want more melee damage. Health and barrier bonuses, melee damage bonus. Okay, we can alternate. Oh, maybe I should have done the power damage. Increase melee damage for 75%. Increase recharge speed of biotic charge by 200%. Ooh. Ooh. Alright. And I miss warp ammo. Okay, let's look at our new friends. So we've got Caden, who reinforce armor, detonate the field. Oh, that's cool. Let's look at his other stuff before we put a bunch of points in there. It's got Cryoblast. Oh, Overload's really good. Yeah, Chain Overload. Nice. Alliance Officer. Rank 5. Alright, and lastly we have our new buddy James, also known as the Iron Bull. you know, in another game. Same voice actor. They finally gave us grenades.
Damn, that's a huge storm. Looks a lot bigger in person.
Ooh.
Pretty average for Mars, actually. I'm glad you're so optimistic.
Yeah, we've got Reapers invading Earth. The station here is offline. A little dust storm seems like the least of our worries.
Fair enough. What's that?
It's a sniper rifle. Oh, that's right. I can equip whatever now. But the weight... Yeah, I don't want to lose power recharge speed. So I've got a shotgun, got a heavy pistol. Do I not have an assault rifle? There we go. Oh, and there's weapon mods, and... Okay, so... Plus 61%? Hell yeah. Oh, I guess I could have changed their loadout. Sorry, guys.
Over here.
What the hell? Who are these assholes? I obviously know who these assholes are. I'm just...
Those guys were Cerberus, weren't they?
Sure looked like it.
Cerberus, what are they doing here on Mars?
Good question.
You don't know.
I'm not with them anymore, Caden, if that's what you're asking.
It wasn't, but you have to admit, it's a bit, convenient.
Elusive Man's just probably got himself, indoctrinated or something, and now he's a cackling supervillain like he always really was deep down inside.
I'm going down with security.
Doesn't look like they came here in force.
Yeah, just a few vehicles.
Must have had help from the inside.
You could be right.
No way they could take this facility with anything less than a full battalion. Shepard, I need a straight answer.
About what?
Do you know anything about why Cerberus is here?
What makes you think I know what they're up to?
You work for them, for God's sakes. How am I not supposed to think that?
We joined forces to take down the Collectors. That's it.
There's more to it. They rebuilt you from the ground up. They gave you a ship. Resources.
Let me be clear. I've had no contact with Cerberus since I destroyed the Collector base. And I have no idea why they're here now or what they want.
Commander Shepard's been under constant surveillance since coming back to Earth. No way they've communicated since.
Sorry, Shepard. It's just that...
I shouldn't have to explain myself to you, Caden.
That is not the option I picked. What the hell? Can't I just say Cerberus is full of idiots and incompetent morons? No?
I do, I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
Easy there, Lieutenant. She's with us.
Shepard, thank the goddess you're alive.
Liara.
I was worried when the reports came in. They hit Earth hard.
Yeah. It was hard to leave like that.
Caden, I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Why'd you come here?
Hackett ordered us to come. Said you'd know what was going on.
I do.
Hallelujah. Some answers, finally.
Maybe. I've discovered plans for a Prothean device. One that could wipe out the Reapers.
Here on Mars?
In the Prothean archives, yes.
We've known about the archives for decades. Why now?
Process of elimination, mixed with a little desperation. When you destroyed the Alpha Relay, you bought us some time. But then you were under investigation. I knew I had to do something. Hackett knew it too. He contacted me, asking if I would use my resources as a shadow broker to find a way to stop the Reapers. My search led me here. Hackett got me access to the archives and kept me updated on your status. I meant to come see you, but...
I think your work here is a bit more important.
True enough. In any case, my work paid off. The archives are full of data, an overwhelming amount. I think I found what we need.
Sounds like this weapon might be our best chance to blow the Reapers to hell.
It's not a weapon,
more
not
confident
yet.
than I've
It's plans for a device, a blueprint.
to be.
It's more than we had a minute ago. How do we get it?
The archives are just across that tramway. Assuming Cerberus hasn't locked it down.
What are they after?
Yeah, they seem hell-bent on catching you.
They want what I'm here for. What we're all here for.
But why?
The Protheans came close to defeating the Reapers. They had plans to destroy them, but ran out of time.
And anything powerful enough to destroy the Reapers.
Just might be something Cerberus would be interested in.
So it's a race to the archives.
We've got company.
Bring it on.
Not this time, James.
What?
Get back to the shuttle. If Cerberus beats us to the archives, I need you covering the exits.
But...
Now, Lieutenant.
Can't I send Caden instead?
I hear them. We should take cover.
Looks like they found us. You can't hide forever. Not a problem for someone with biotics.
Well, yeah, I asked you to use biotic abilities, so...
You're going to need more than guns to finish them, Shepard. That's all of them.
Good. Let's find a way up.
Alright, Liara, you've got Singularity. Ah, warp ammo. I must steal this from you. Barring that, I'll take the squad ability. Oh yeah, combo. Combo.
They've sabotaged the elevator.
Oh.
There's gotta be another way up.
Choose that good. Curses. Foiled by a small gap. Oh.
How'd Cerberus get into the facility?
Not sure. One minute we were getting reports of the Reaper invasion. The next, there was chaos. Didn't even realize it was Cerberus at first.
Yeah, what would you since when do they have an army?
Doubtful. But I suppose anything's possible.
Shepard, doubtful? Really? How was your immediate assumption not, oh, they must all be indoctrinated?
We'll need access to the pedway. Controls should be nearby.
Yeah, headway. From Cameron Harrison to the Exogeny Corporation. Miss Mika, thank you for your kind offer of new and cutting-edge technology. As with every other offer you made, we're going to have to decline. Our proprietary rights experts have gone over your contracts again and found them lacking again, and in short, we're not interested. Please don't contact us anymore with your generous offers. Exogeny's on hard times. Ooh. Give a pistol. No, I'm not interested in pistol. I've got an assault rifle and a shotgun, but seems like something Liara might want. Oh, which she already did. Caden? No.
Damn it. Security's been tampered with. Shepard, see if you can gain access to the pedway. I can't seem to unlock the live feeds, but...
Did you see that? Who's that woman in the vid?
That's Dr. Ivakore. She got here about a week ago. Any luck?
Pedway's been locked out.
All right. Looks like there's construction nearby. We can get out on the roof. We can find a way around from there.
Great. Let's move.
I know pedway is a legitimate term for a footbridge, but it just makes me think of Harry Potter's owl.
That storm's getting close. What the hell?
Looks like the Alliance is still putting up a fight.
That tram heads to the archives. Once Cerberus is across, they're at the final security checkpoint.
Commander, you read me?
Barely. Storm's causing interference.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've lost contact with the Normandy. What's your position?
I didn't read that. James. Repeat.
This airlock shouldn't be open.
Doesn't look like it was forced open.
No, you have to override security protocols.
Hey, you guys, not cool to interrupt James like that. Okay, we leveled up, and we can upgrade one of these to rank 5. Or we can start putting points in Nova, because honestly, Kamehameha sounds kind of fun. Increase squad mate damage or carrying capacity. Yeah, we need that carrying capacity. That makes your cooldowns faster. Sure, we'll make you the sheriff of the small medieval town. And can't do much with you.
Someone vented the air from this room while they were still here.
Looks like they died trying to claw their way out.
This is
Man,
brutal,
ship's really
even by
been working on this
Cerberus
cardio.
standards.
From Shoden to Cameron Harrison. Cam! Who the hell is that woman messing up my files? Get her out of here! I don't want to have my system messed up by some wannabe expert who will be gone next week. Damn strangers who think they know it all but don't care about what we're really trying to achieve here. Dr. Eva, seriously? Do you remember what happened last time? for him. I assume last time didn't end with Cerberus.
Flashlights.
There's an Alliance force in here somewhere. We need to keep them away from the core. Check the next room. It's dark in there. Want me to shut the windows? Hell, not unless you want to take a pressure from it too. I don't see anyone. Come on, there's no one alive in there. Let's keep moving.
We need to pressurize the room first. There we go. We have access to the labs. They'll take us right to the tram station.
Hey, there's a recording of what happened here.
Security station. Come in. We're seeing some odd activity down here. Our security protocols just kicked in. Everything's locked down. Doctor, I'll get you a report as soon as...
Oh, she's dressed like Miranda.
I guess we know how Cerberus got in.
I should have realized it when I met her. I was just so focused on finding a way to stop the Reapers.
You did what needed to be done. Right now, I need you to get us to the archives.
Through the door. We're getting close.
Nice. Let's move.
Echo's one. I want a perimeter set up around the tram station. No one gets in or out. Do you read me? Echo's one.
Oh, goody. There you go, Liara. Enjoy. And the rest of us ain't using those. From Amelia Hatterson to Mike O'Sullivan. Hey, stupid head. I want to ask how you're doing, since I hear you guys are propagating germs in the shape of a coal down there in storage. Look, I know your Prothean doodads are fascinating and all, but you guys have got to stop burning the midnight oil and keep regular sleeping hours, honestly. Anyway, I forwarded you the latest findings to HQ on Earth. Forwarded your latest findings to HQ on Earth, and someone is depressurizing the area. Warn secure.
Why are we pulling back? Sounds like the Alliance is sending reinforcements. With all back. At all costs.
Oh, why am I using this instead of my shotgun? Did I miss anything down here? I kind of went flying through. No, all good. Okay, back to murder. If you guys could take this guy out, I'd appreciate it. good, we good, we good. Okay. Oh. Missed one.
God, what's that stench?
They just activated the decontamination protocols.
With the staff still inside.
This is where they studied the various relics unearthed here.
What did they find?
More than I could describe in a short conversation. And they'd only scratched the surface.
Personal notes. S. Esparza. We haven't been able to decipher much, if any, of the language yet, but the visual documentation gives us some idea as to what they were studying, namely, us. They seem particularly interested in early humanity's evolutionary process, judging by the way they organized their files and highlighted specific occasions. It seems a bit fantastic to write this, but everything indicates that they seem to be trying to chart the curve of humanity's intellectual progression.
There are vaults filled with Prothean data troves that have never been studied.
Alright, you guys should not be in there because we gotta... There we go. Oh, that... Okay, hold on. Did that lock the door? Huh, right, because the beam is actually on it right now. There we go. Oh, hey.
That's the tram line. Takes us right to the archives. No doubt Cerberus has it locked down. Hopefully we can override it at the security station. It's just through here.
I am so glad Shep finally worked on his cardio.
Heads up!
That's an understatement.
I take it that's the only way in.
It's the only way I know of.
We'll skirt around it. Stay out of its sights.
I'll move up first. Don't let it target you.
Thanks.
Damn it. Damn it.
Let's move!
I'll give him... Oh, middle mouse button to slide around the corner, huh? Okay.
Keep moving. The turret can't fire on us from here.
Hey guys, this is gonna hurt you a lot.
Set up a perimeter. No one else comes across.
We still have teams on the other side.
No one. And shut down those cameras.
Looks like
Well, I can't, man. You just shot it.
And I doubt they'll just send us a tram.
Can you override it?
The archives are on a separate network. We're completely locked out.
Not if we can find a short-range communicator, helmet to helmet.
And?
And we convince them that we're on their side. Tell them the Alliance forces have been taken care of.
Good idea. See what you can find. What?
The Major has become very capable.
Agreed.
Commander, I found something.
What have you got?
He's got a transmitter in his helmet. If I can...
My God. Looks like a husk. But they've definitely done something to him.
And by they, you mean Cerberus? They did this to their own guy?
Yep.
Is this what they did to you?
Oh, god damn it. Where's my option to say, Jesus, I hope not, or something to that effect?
Caden, I'm still me. But I've got a mission, and I'm not gonna force you to come along.
I'm with you, Commander. I just wanted you to know why I'm...
Come on. Let's see if we can get them to send that train.
Forced conflict. Rawr.
Hello, this is Delta Team. Anybody there?
Where the hell have you been?
Yeah, dead.
Never mind. What's your status?
We're at the tram station, waiting for extraction. All hostiles terminated.
Roger that. Echo Team will ride over and secure the station.
Think they bought it?
If they didn't, they'll figure it out soon enough.
We should get in position. Flank them when they get off the tram.
Good thing.
We should. We should do that. But I want to go... Okay, well, fine. You go over there.
I'm on it.
Dr. J. Tasman. The last location seems to have run dry, but judging from the communication system layout and the backup power supplies equipped on my first Prothean research base we discovered, we think a secondary base may be located deeper underground. We're going to need permission from the powers that be to excavate further, but considering the recent renewal and enthusiasm for the work we're doing here, I don't think clearance will be an issue. Yeah. Again, I'm glad somebody was doing the job that Shepard was supposed to be doing during the last game. Smoke grenade. Oh. Nicely, Art.
Understood. Affirmative.
Okay. Nothing else, nothing else. Alright.
Storm's getting bad. We better wrap this up quickly.
The archives are right on the other side.
That and a squad of angry Cerberus troops.
And a bomb. Well, good thing we got this tram.
About the value of the data stored here.
I mean, it also confirms that Cerberus is staffed entirely by morons, because had they not sent this tram in there, they could have just left us there and we would have had no way to stop them. But that's not a surprise, we already knew that. Everybody working for Cerberus is a goddamn idiot. surprise me. Okay, well, we've got 96% recharge speed right now, so I think we'll keep with that. Caden, I don't think recharge speeds matter for you, so there you go, buddy. Oh, I should have modified my shotgun. Oh well. Yeah, this is a room, guys. Why the dramatic pause? Yeah, beacon. Okay. Oh yeah, how come Shep's never been sent here to interact with this thing? Oh god.
Shepard.
Dumbass. It's a hologram.
Elusive man.
Fascinating race, the Protheans. They left all this for us to discover, but we squandered it. The Alliance has known about the archives for more than 30 years. And what have they done with it?
What do you want?
What I've always wanted. The data in these artifacts holds the key to solving the Reaper threat.
I've seen your solution. Your people are turned into monsters.
Hardly. They're being improved.
Improved?
That's what separates us, Shepard. Where you see a means to destroy, I see a way to control, to dominate and harness the Reaper's power. Imagine how strong humanity would be if we controlled them.
You're indoctrinated.
Earth is under siege, and you're hatching a scheme to control the Reapers?
You've always been short-sighted, hasty. Your destruction of the Collector base proved that.
I destroyed that base because I didn't trust you with the information.
This isn't your fight any longer, Shepard. You can't defeat the Reapers, even with the Prothean data.
You brought me back because you knew what I could do. I can defeat them.
Doubtful. The odds aren't in your favor. More importantly, I don't want the Reapers destroyed. We can dominate them, use their power, harness their very essence to bring humanity to the apex of evolution.
You're indoctrinated.
You've gone too far. The Reapers will kill us all if we don't stop fighting each other.
I don't expect you to understand, Shepard, and I'm certainly not looking for your approval. You were a tool, an agent with a singular purpose, and despite our differences, you were relatively successful.
And then there's this asshole.
But like the rest of the relics in this place, your time is over.
Enough talk. Liara.
Don't interfere with my plan, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Duly noted.
Shepard,
What?
the data, it's not here. It's being erased.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Damn it. How's he doing it?
It's local. Someone's uploading the information.
Hey,
Step away from the console. Now. She's got the data.
She's faster than she looks.
Stay close. We can't lose her.
Oh, of course I can't biotic chart. Okay, well, nope. Ah, son of a bitch. Ah, son of a bitch.
There she is.
Stay on her.
She's getting away.
Watch out.
Down there.
James, you read me?
The fuck? Oh.
Cerberus has the data. Radio the Normandy. Get them down here now.
God damn it.
She's getting away. Damn it. James, Normandy, anybody.
I got this one.
Normandy's en route. They'll be here soon.
We need the data.
Oh. She's a sex bomb. Okay.
Caden! Let him go!
Orders?
Dispose of him.
No!
How about I shoot my gun now? Okay.
Grab that thing. Bring it with us.
Shepard, we got Reaper signatures in orbit.
Yeah, about time.
Caden.
It's a good thing the Reapers never shoot at us. Bum, bum, bum.
Caden needs medical attention.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're in the midst
We
of it.
have to leave the Sol system.
I know.
The Citadel is our best chance. We can find help there.
Yeah, but Liara, there's
Get
no
us
way
to
the
the Citadel,
Citadel
Joker.
hasn't been taken by the Reapers already.
Hold on, Caden.
I mean,
see what you and Edie can learn from that thing.
why would they not have taken the Citadel and shut down the mass relays already?
Over the secondary QEC. I believe it's Admiral Hackett.
Patch me through.
I'll forward it to the comm room.
Commander.
Edie, can you clear this up?
I'll do my best.
Did you get to the archives?
I was there. So was the elusive man.
I was worried Cerberus might try something. Did you get the data?
Most of it. He downloaded some before I could stop him. Edie and Liara are analyzing what we recovered.
What have you learned? Was it worth the effort?
Preliminary evidence suggests the data is a blueprint for a Prothean device.
Device?
A weapon, massive in size and scope, that's capable of unquantifiable levels of destruction.
Send me the data. We'll do our own analysis. If Liara's instincts are right, this might be the key to stopping the Reapers.
I hope so. Major Olenko was critically injured. We're taking him to the Citadel.
Sorry to hear that, Shepard. But we both know this is just the beginning. Talk to the Council, show them what you found. With luck, they'll give you all the support we need.
Is no one
And if they
gonna
don't?
point out that the Citadel's
Do
definitely
whatever
gone?
it takes to get them on board.
Like, there's no way the Council's
I'll be
not
in
dead
touch
and
soon.
the Citadel hasn't been taken
Pack
by
it
the
out.
Reapers? Like, if they're already on Earth, they've clearly already enacted the step one of their major plan, right?
Commander. Edie is extracting data from the Cerberus machine. We'll have details to present to the Council by the time we reach the Citadel.
And Major Olenko?
I've done what I can for him, but we need to get him to a medical facility soon. The Admiral's right. It's going to get worse, isn't it?
Unless we stop the Reapers. Yeah.
Yeah, which we can do, because they've already taken the Citadel and shut down the relays.
I've looked at the data. This weapon could be the answer if we can build it. I get the sense you don't quite believe it, though.
You didn't see what they did to Earth.
That's
How is
not
one
what
weapon
I'm
supposed to stop
wanted
them?
you to say.
What are our options? You know we can't win this conventionally. Commander? Isn't it worth trying at least?
I'm gonna check on Caden and James. Make sure we're ready to present our findings to the Council.
I'm sure the Council will see the need to help.
It'll be a hell of a short war if they don't.
Huh, weird. The Citadel's still intact. Well, I guess the Reapers must have landed and already taken it over with their land armies and figured, you know... I mean, they did build it, so why would they destroy it? Weird that none of them were even parked there, but yeah, maybe once they took it and took it down the relays, they figured they didn't really need to. Everything looks surprisingly intact, though.
Barely got a pulse here.
Move him out.
Where are you taking him?
Where to Memorial. Best care in the Citadel.
We're not going with?
We need to see the Council.
Right.
That's right, everybody. The Reapers have not taken the Citadel.
Looks like they might be coming to see you.
Commander Shepard.
Hey, Cap.
Got word you were arriving.
Captain Bailey. Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. Though it's Commander now.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Now half my job is dealing with political bullshit and escorting dignitaries around. No offense.
None taken. So, you're here to bring us to the Council?
I'm here to tell you the Council is expecting you, but they are dealing with their own problems with the war and everything. They apologize for the inconvenience and blah, 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 blah. Meet them here at Udina's office. They'll be ready soon enough.
All right.
You might have time to go by the medical center if you want to check on progress over there.
Meeting with the council is our top priority.
I'll head up to Udina's office now. Meet you there.
One of my men can show you the way. You?
I'm just a tourist today. I'll try not to get in any trouble.
Commander, we've got a situation in the embassy quarters. We could use your help.
I'll be right there. The other half of my job. I'll see you around, Shepard.
No doubt.
Gwen Stefani. Yeah, I figured we would level up.
But you're on the Normandy, right? I saw it dock. Was last seen on Earth. Did Commander Shepard escape? He did, didn't he? So why would he be here unless he's seeing the council?
Oh, look,
What's going
everybody,
on
it's our special guest,
Commander,
Mystique.
just who I was looking for. Diana Allers, Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I suppose you want an interview.
Even better. I'm a military reporter with the show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all council planets. My producers want me embedded on a human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
Wars can be won or lost in the editing room, and this war needs to be won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
Tell your producers yes, for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 foot locker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I forget what her name is again. I think she was from IGN, or... yeah, whatever. Internet celebrity casting. They got a hot lady to be in the game. Very exciting. Okay, so Normandy airlock, viewing deck, passenger lounge, security checkpoint, so we do want to go this way.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Well, I'll visit the hospital after we talk to the council. Priorities.
Now arriving at Prothean Embassy.
Ah. It looks like this place got a pretty major remodel, but maybe the part we saw from Mass Effect 1 is down there. Yeah, that makes sense. And Udina just has a new office. No conversations to eavesdrop on? There we go.
Tell the Primacy that the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project. We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal. Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
You know, I didn't know the Turians were an empire. CSEC. I guess I could look at the map again. We're looking at across the hallway. That's the Spectre Terminal. Welcome to the Spectre Information Processing Center. This terminal offers secure information access and support for authorization of covert operations or requisitions. It is restricted to operatives currently on active duty with special tactics and reconnaissance. Any operation requiring payment can be executed at the terminal nearby, which supports secure and untraceable financial transactions. Quarian pilgrim Genvalan Narnima on the Citadel received a large credit transfer from the fleet. Genvalan purchased tech, including high-end weapon mounts and kinetic barrier emitters, from several ship service centers on Ilium. Another Quarian pilgrim, unidentified, was observed searching for a ship traveling close to the Perseus Veil. The pilgrim was later heard saying that his pilgrimage was recalled. Data suggests that the Quarian's fleet is withdrawing its pilgrims and upgrading ships for combat somewhere near the Perseus Veil. This could be a reaction to the Reaper invasion, but no formal offer or request for assistance has come, until suggests the Quarians may instead be preparing for conflict with the Geth. Look at all that money we don't have, that we used to have. The money that we used to have. So yeah, this is where all the really cool weapons are. So as we get more money, we'll head back here. No, we're not going to visit the shooting range. Alright, let's go talk to Udi. Oodle-lolly, oodle-lolly, oodle-lolly-lay.
Commander, Councillor Udina said you'd be coming. If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
Alright, time for Shepard to be irrational and very angry.
Earth is not in this alone. But Earth was the first Council world hit. By our reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
What?
By
Why?
your reports.
That's stupid. Why would we be the first hit?
The
Earth's
reports
nothing
are accurate.
special.
Earth was attacked by the Reapers.
And?
And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Oh, God.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders. If we lend you our strength to help Earth, our own worlds will fall.
We must fight this enemy together.
And so we should just follow you to Earth?
Well, no, obviously that's stupid.
Even if
but we should be massing stuff here.
Do you really believe we could defeat the Reapers?
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan. A blueprint created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
A blueprint for what?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scale is... It would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Haggett. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
Colossal undertaking.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
It sure as hell beats standing around and arguing about it. And while I haven't always agreed with Udina, he's right about this. We need to stand together. Now more than ever. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
Advanced organic being.
The cruel and unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth, we can prepare and regroup.
Okay,
we are
that's
convening
logical.
a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding you.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best we can do.
Secure your own borders. What?
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard.
No, they're totally right.
We may have a spot in the Council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the War Summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven. Those meetings won't proceed without him. The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
I told you this would happen, and you did nothing.
We can argue the past later if you like. But the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future. The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war. And you want me to play politician?
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter? Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all I can to help. The rest is up to you. There is one other thing. The Council wanted me to tell you, we've chosen to uphold your Spectre status. And various resources will be made available to you. Good day.
Thanks.
Well, that went well.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
So, yeah. When I said Mass Effect 3 is dumber than Mass Effect 2, and it's dumb right off the bat, why are the Reapers showing up on Earth? Apparently targeting Earth first, although we'll find out they actually wiped out the Batarians first, which makes sense because that's where they initially arrived, and okay, it makes some sense that they target Earth next because Earth is adjacent to Batarian space.
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Commander Shepard? Commander, humanity has questions.
Damn press.
See, you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts? I'd rather be back down on the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers. I'm not even sure why he picked me. I never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
Politicians are the weeds of the galaxy.
If that was a bumper sticker, I'd stick it right here on my desk.
Are bumper stickers still gonna be a
It's
thing?
killing me about Earth.
Point?
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close.
Yeah. Okay, so like I was saying, it's dumb that the Reapers are at Earth, but okay, whatever. I mean, once they had access to a mass relay, they should have gone straight for the Citadel to resume their typical plan, which has worked some, I don't know, hundreds of times without fail. But apparently they're personally pissed at humans, or specifically Commander Shepard. Oh,
Commander,
God.
the people of the Alliance have questions. Commander Shepard, Khaleesa bint Seen and Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
I came to get help for Earth. For everyone.
What about all the people suffering while you play politics with the Council? What about them? How can you stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
The same thing I've been doing for the past 3 years. Find a way to stop the Reapers.
Except for
Get some help, Khaleesa.
2 where I was
I
dead.
have work to do.
And then the other year where I spent just sticking around on a side quest about the collectors.
One moment, please.
So actually, I haven't really done much of anything to stop the Reapers. I mean, it's really a good thing there just happened to be something in the Prothean archives on Mars, because we would be so fucked if it had all just been up to me.
Here's Shepard now.
Hey!
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy, and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
We had a run-in with a Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Caden took the worst of it. How's he doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Major Alenko's resilience, as well as Dr. Michel's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
It's been 6 months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the Collectors?
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word, and I'm with you.
The Normandy wouldn't be the same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, Joker is still aboard.
And I'd be surprised if he's been remembering his medication.
Yay! We got our Dr. Mom back.
So, the nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yes. Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry, no.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured. I could have a gun then, right? And no humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
This is one of the more heartbreaking conversations. If we can get it to trigger more. But I think we'll have to come by multiple times.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michel, it's been a long time.
Oh, yeah.
You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in a Presidium clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Major Alenko.
How is Caden doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. He hasn't regained consciousness yet, but his vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see him if you like. He's just down the hall.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. I'm afraid I'll have to speak with CSEC about securing our supplies. Desperate people can do desperate things.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
Patient's stable for now.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freilich.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
Hey, Caden. Don't know if you can hear me. But since you can't tell me to get the hell out either, I'm gonna take my chances. Get your ass out of this bed and back to your post, Major. Seeing you in action again, it reminded me you're a hell of a soldier. The Alliance could sure use you. I could use you. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Come on, Kate. Fight. And that's an order.
Yeah, that news report was to say that. So, okay, the Reapers show up.
Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
They head to Earth.
For when I ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Metagel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
What? But... I don't understand. It doesn't even hurt.
It would if we took you off the painkillers, Lieutenant.
Yeah, that's rough. So yeah, they abandon their main plan, go to Earth, because apparently they're just that pissed at Shep, and... Fine, okay. I mean, it's dumb, but they're unknowable eldritch space horrors, so... whatever. The real dumb part is Shepard's reaction. And just like, oh, we have to go fight for Earth, we have to go back. Like, no, the Council's right, dude. Earth is fucked. Like, it really sucks. And it especially sucks because humans are, at least back in Mass Effect 1, when people were paying attention to the world building, such a small part of the galaxy. We have one major planet and just a few colonies. So losing our homeworld is a much bigger deal for us than it is for, like, the Asari or Solarians or Turians. Like, it's a horrible tragedy, in addition to, you know, just billions of people dying. But it also makes sense to let Earth kind of slow the Reapers down. If they're that pissed at Earth, then let them take their time with it. Like, it sucks for humanity, but for the rest of the galaxy, it gives everybody a chance. And gathering up fleets to go charge off to Earth to try to take it back is stupid and short-sighted and self-destructive.
We were deployed to Tiptree. It's a small human colony. We were supposed to help the team back. The enemy was landing. Just scouts, the Turian things, a few of them. Big ones. We were spread over half the continent, getting colonists to shuttles, wiping out husks.
It sounds like you were doing good work.
Could I have a gun? I'd feel a lot better.
Just tell me what happened at Tiptree.
Alright. Next time we'll find out what happened to Tiptree.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Alright, I guess back to the dock.
Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
First deployment is somewhere near Palaven. Reports say not to depend on comms.
I'll leave vid messages then, and you can do the same.
Well, they said that due to concerns about signal congestion, we're supposed to avoid sending messages at all. They're trying to keep war data coming through, so every data packet counts.
So, how am I supposed to talk with you then?
Yeah. So, the Batarians are gone. That's a plus. Oh god, here we go. And then there's the other dumb stuff, like the riders making us run through forests, which we've never been in a forest. Like Shep, as far as we know, has never been in a forest. He grew up on Earth, but he was a gang kid and street rat. And I don't buy that. So now we're having a dream, and we're haunted by the ghost of that random kid who got blown up. It's all very haunting and touching and emotionally resonant because, you know, it's a child that we had no connection to. But it's sad when children die, so... Because it is sad when children die, it is therefore going to be emotionally resonant for us to care about this random child that we never met before and interacted with once. It's obviously very special to us. We're never given any explanation why. Maybe he reminds us of ourselves as a child, or a friend of ours, or a little brother or something. But we'll never know, because nobody ever discusses it. Shepard never mentions why he cares about the kid, why this particular child is so important to him. Oh, and trust me, this particular child is apparently extremely important. What up?
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
Just shaking off some sleep.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Hi, Specialist.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
I need the Normandy functional. What exactly have you done to my ship?
We upgraded communications and removed most of the Cerberus tech, Commander.
Meaning?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Traynor has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI, fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room.
Better her than Miranda.
Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCon.
Hells bells, can I get a minute to walk around my own ship?
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
You can count on it, sir.
It's not just me, it's everyone back on Earth. Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces have to hold out until we deal with the enemy.
I understand, Admiral.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Finally. All right. The people, weapons, armies, and fleets you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform in the final battle. So just kicking off, we've already got 645 military strength, which puts us, a little chunk of the ways on. Got the Alliance Engineering Corps, which I think we have regardless. Marine Division. We've got the Alliance fleets, which are somehow worth less than the Marine divisions. What's your face from IGN is on board. The Normandy itself is worth 115. And the minerals we had in the hold at the end of Mass Effect 2 are scoring us 100 points. And a bunch of other stuff will add points, but we have to, like, talk to people who will tell us, oh, hey, you know, thanks for helping us out back with blah, blah. So eventually, points from being a obsessive completionist will start rolling in.
I can't believe the Council won't help. Come on, sir. If Thessia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
Yeah, she makes sense. Invisible loading screen.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
I mean, she's right.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
How'd you end up in the military, anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying.
But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
Carry on, Specialist.
Alright, I'm sure we have a bunch of emails. Yep. From Hackett. Shepard. Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. We'll deploy operatives to hold point after you've completed your objectives. I need you to head to a Cerberus lab on the planet Sanctum. I'll brief you when we're inbound. Commander Shepard, this letter formally acknowledges your... Okay, I need to drop the voice. Formally acknowledges your reinstatement into the Alliance Navy per Admiral David Anderson's recent verbal communication. Under Emergency War Powers Regulation 903.5, you are hereby authorized to assume command of the Normandy SR-2. You are directed to begin interdiction operations against any and all enemies posing a threat to Earth, its colonies, and its allies. Furthermore, you are granted diplomatic authority to establish treaties with non-human races as required to support your mission. All Alliance military personnel, this is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System, Earth under Reaper attack. All Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol System at a first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Heavy enemy resistance reported. Repeat, do not attempt Earth approach. Further instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. Earth-based Alliance personnel unable to evacuate is directed to commence on any and all necessary countermeasures. All remaining Alliance personnel outside Sol Theater are directed to muster at pre-appointed staging areas and commence offensive combat operations at first available opportunity. In absence of further instruction, independent action is authorized. From Morinth. Oh boy. Hello, Shepard. Glad to hear you're alive after that attack on Earth. Not that I'm surprised. I'd apologize for slipping off the Normandy without saying goodbye, but we both know the Alliance wouldn't take too kindly to my presence there. I probably needed to stretch my legs in a new city anyway. Since you're back with the Alliance, it's probably best not to tell you which one. I'm still grateful you took a chance on me. Take care of yourself. I'd hate to hear you were killed before we had a chance to meet up again. Subject, my dog. Dear Commander Shepard, I was a contractor working on the Normandy's haptic interface when it was in dry dock. Your VI, Edie, emailed me to let me know that I left my dog mech on board. I'm all the way out in Terra Nova now and would hate for you to go a million clicks out of your way to drop off my dog. Please just take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trails, and 750-volt outlets. Thank you, and sorry for the trouble. I promise you won't be too much. Oh, excuse me, I have a headache. From Alliance News Network Information Partners. By Roxius Aurelius, ANN contributor. Citadel, where is the Quarian fleet? The latest intelligence shows that the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some cases, their homeworlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to the nomadic Quarians, who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. But as the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Turian and Alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. After a refueling stop at Ilium, the fleet left no stated destination, and there are also reports of a galaxy-wide call for all young and old Quarians to abandon their pilgrimages to rejoin the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. From Edie. While we were in dry dock, Joker suggested that a small welcoming gift would be appropriate to have on hand should you be reinstated as commanding officer. As the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested, I chose something from the official Systems Alliance catalog. Soldiers who have held an N7 designation for 5 years or more are entitled to a commemorative hooded jacket for wear on off-duty hours. You'll find it among the selection of casual clothing in your cabin. From Glyph, Dear Commander Shepard, some of the data you found allowed me to research and upgrade for you. Simply access the terminal in Dr. Tassoni's office at your convenience, and you may choose how and when to implement it. Have a pleasant day, Cliff, whoever that is. From Alliance Command. Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. We need you to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. Ah, boy. So Cerberus has gone full cackling, maniacal supervillain. Well, the Elusive Man, but Cerberus also. Let's check in with Joker.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus.
Yeah,
well,
right.
Let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake. Commander.
All right. Let's head up to our quarters. We don't actually have to get in the elevator now. Advancement. Oh, what the hell? Where's all my models? Huh. Whoa, what the hell? Where'd all these come from? So, kind of lame. It's just her in armor. That one's not terrible. Yeah, I kind of like that one. Very Shadow Broker. That one's also pretty nice. What about you, James? Oh God, no. Why? Why would you have that mask? That's a terrible idea. Oh, that's kind of cool. I kind of dig that. I also kind of dig that. Alright. Alright. For casual, gotta go back to the jacket. Ew. Why do we have Cerberus armor? Okay. Slight shield regeneration. And we don't have any other armor pieces yet. Yeah, I like the default. Ooh, we can turn the lights. Alright, I dig. It doesn't conveniently tell us who's where anymore. Yeah, there's Ashley Williams. Uh, is, okay, there we go. Richard Jenkins, yeah. And I guess the others are folks we didn't manage to save from the collector base. Huh, did Kasumi not take her books with her? Generous donation to the Normandy Library. I like how they still have a logo there, but now it's the Alliance logo instead of the Cerberus one. Ooh, poker table. Or just card table. Nothing changed here.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Meeting with the council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal. At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save. I'm flattered, I think.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
We can figure out what it does later. Our priority's getting it built.
No,
just
no,
give
that's
me some
stupid.
warning before you flip the switch. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
There's still a lot of people alive down there. I have to remember that.
You will. It's the war we warned everyone about for years. And if I know you, Shepard, you'll make them proud.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Glyph, remind me to clean up these old notes. Perhaps reviewing them will lead to something useful for the Prothean device. The University of Ceres has agreed to sponsor me as a Prothean dig site on Dredarab. Very exciting. Professor Hanel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can even ask her for her opinion on my thesis outline. We'll stop that. So this is just Liara's history. I believe Dr. Jashan was right to suggest that the Prothean artifacts we unearthed were from the Third Age, not the Fourth. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seemed to approve of the rest of the paper. 2183. I'm going on the Therum expedition. I never thought I'd gain permission to visit the Prothean ruins there, but the University of Ceres must have secured the funding after all. Now to pack. Goddess, this human, Shepard, has the key to comprehending the Protheans on an instinctual, subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. I'll need to learn more about the cipher on board Normandy. The involvement of the Reapers is troubling, to say the least. I reviewed the old Shadow Broker's footage of the Collectors. It's chilling to know they're the Protheans' husks. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. I can't possibly even attempt to do a Drell voice, so... I made contact with Tazik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the Terminus systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. Never seen so many pirates and mercs on edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on it as a source of crucible materials for long if things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should just cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, when did the odds ever stop the broker? P.S. I hope you finally got our little friend Droney to stop saying shadow and broker out loud in the same sentence to anyone in sight.
Please, enjoy your day.
You too, Glyph.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. The procedure we did for your scarring has produced a lovely synthetic protein overlay. And your body has accepted the implants quite nicely.
It had better. Sure didn't come cheap.
That's it. You're the picture of health.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them.
Yeah, good times.
No, I don't regret it one bit.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
Ah, okay. So, yeah. So, biotic charge is awesome, of course. And we're gonna... yeah, damage and force. Weapon damage or power damage. And biotic charge. And the reason we're doing this is because I want to try out Nova. So barrier strength determines the force. Yeah, we're gonna ram into people and then explode. Which is, kinky. Ooh, yes. barrier shields and armor targets. Leaves us with only 6, so... Oh. No. Okay. Should be interesting. Just leave a unconscious robot sitting in the AI core. I'm sure nothing can go wrong. Well, we don't have a Garrus yet, so probably not going to be anything to look at over here, but maybe we can find another model ship or something. Ooh, got an upgrade. Shep worked on his cardio, but he still runs weird. We never checked in on Donnelly and Gabby after we rescued, so... And they are not here yet. Who are you? Ah. You're the guy from the first game.
Welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Your alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
Anybody lurking down here now? It'd be actually pretty funny if Jack was just down here for no explainable reason. Ah. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Boo! I forgot Boo was down here. Oh, this is where you're hanging out.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Your story is Cerberus. They're a clear and present danger to everything we try to do. Alien audiences will hate them.
So they're traitors to Earth and the galaxy. I wouldn't have to torque it much. And you do have an inside track on Cerberus. All right, you feed me your info, and I'll keep biting.
I have no idea what that conversation was or what was established or accomplished. And I'm sorry, you're a terrible voice actress. Or at least you were in this game. Maybe she's gotten more work and improved since then. Robo-Doggy! Ah, this is where we upgrade the weapons. Yes, yes. They're going to hold off for now. Buy shotgun, pistol, sniper rifle, armor also available. Okay, we can't afford any Spectre stuff yet, but... yes, of course we're going to buy the model. Shotgun. Oh yeah, I still need to modify my shotgun. What is this? Ah, it's... okay, it's a sniper rifle, but it's fully auto sniper? Weird flex, but okay. Yeah, definitely can't afford anything from there. Ah, here's where I could have also modified my armor.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Good work, Lieutenant. What have you got?
Dios, straight to business without even a hello? You two need to chill out.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
That is a very full plate.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded EZO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating.
No shit.
The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
First retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. Practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So, you can fly fighters and fix them?
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Keep up the good work.
Yes, Commander.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. Actually, if I'm... Yeah, hold on. So I need a gun, but... Yeah. Rebuilding my model collection.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Paladin.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
It's my ship. I go where I want and talk to whoever I want.
Fair enough. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Tough choice. But it was the right call.
You think so?
I would have done the same.
That's what's funny. You were doing the same thing. You took out the collectors. We never needed that intel.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
I do.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So? Maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, Loco.
Loco, huh?
I can think of worse things to call you.
Long as you remember who's in charge, you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
We have unlocked the fortification. Which we're not going to worry about right now. Oh yeah, I was gonna... Should I upgrade the Avenger? Apparently. Alrighty. So we've talked to everybody, all of our new friends and crewmates. Time to go do an actual mission. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. So we've got the Citadel over yonder. Got a Cerberus lab. We've got to rescue the Primarch. We're gonna go here first. Normandy is equipped with a new and improved scanning pulse that can detect objects of interest. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, and intel, and fuel as you fly around the system. Be aware, however, that each time the pulse is used, the chance that Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. Yeah. If a Reaper enters the system you are in, flee, and wait until you have completed a mission before returning.
I found something.
Zion is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, even larger than Jupiter. It's the only gas giant in the Utopia system. Okay. Good old Eden Prime. This idyllic agrarian world was one of the first human colonies established beyond the Charon mass relay. Eden Prime's fertile biosphere drew heavy immigration from the System Alliance and other human organizations. But in 2183, Eden Prime was attacked by a Geth force led by the rogue Spectre Saren Arterius. Commander Shepard, responding to the attack, encountered a Prothean beacon though warned of imminent Reaper invasion. It is thanks to that beacon and the Commander's quick action that the galaxy has any chance of survival today. Although the Reapers rushed past much of the Exodus cluster in their plan to take Earth, it is clear the war has come to Eden Prime. Distress signals have jammed all available frequencies. Fires burn in vast swaths across the arable land, and its once extensive monorail system is twisted metal. Cerberus has much to lose if word of their ruthless attack on the human colony gets out. What they stand to gain must be equally valuable. Well, golly gee, let's go find out what it is they got. Oh, that's red? It didn't look red before. Alright, well then, yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good to go. They are, yeah.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where you went up against Saren and the Geth for the first time, no?
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
How bad?
A lot of dead civilians. Lost one of my men, Jenkins, to a Geth drone.
Reports said Saren had bombs set up to wipe out the whole colony.
He was trying to cover up any evidence of the beacon. We stopped him.
And saved the colony, too.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
We'll avenge the people of Eden Prime, but our first priority has to be whatever Cerberus has found.
Understood.
Do you have any idea what Cerberus found?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All part of the service, Commander.
All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
Yeah, or we'll just have to kill a bunch of them.
No sign of survivors. Come on, we need to find the dig site.
This was a beautiful colony once.
They came back after the Geth attack. They'll come back from this.
The city on Earth where I grew up was hard and dirty. I can see it as a war zone. Eden Prime doesn't deserve this.
Nobody does. But they'll be stronger for it.
Processing update. We've taken more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor in a Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet. And when we increased food rations as payment for the work, most of the complaints died out. Maintain this story for as long as possible. We don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony, and if these families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they'd cooperate.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Yeah, how the hell does Cerberus have an army large enough to invade our arguably largest colony? I don't know about arguably, possibly largest colony? And
there,
conquer
that's the
our
elevator
colony?
that leads down into the dig site. Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's a Prothean.
You mean a collector? Those things the Reapers turned the Protheans into?
No, an original unmodified Prothean who's still alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
Oh man, it's going to be really interesting to see how one of those gangly, skinny, Slenderman tentacle guys, like, moves and fights.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Also, what is
Given
with my
your
helmet?
experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Uplifted, huh? Like when the Solarians helped the Krogan to evolve a little faster.
Yes. Judging by the dig sites like the Prothean Archive on Mars or here on Eden Prime, the Protheans wanted other species to learn. It's clear that they prized knowledge, growth, and cooperation with the rest of the galaxy.
They had an empire that spanned the entire galaxy. It's unlikely they did that just by playing nice.
Of course. They must have had an impressive military as well. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Heads up!
No kidding. Okay, hold on, real quick. Shepard's helmet. Often conversations. Because apparently the lower part of his helmet moves with his jaw. Which, what the hell? Oh, that's right. Hold on. Okay, you need to go over there. You are now number 2. Who does number 2 work for? Me. Okay, so biotic charge and then Nova. Now, if you die when I hit you with the charge, kinda wrecking my whole thing. Troop deployment update. Local resistance is heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. We've pulled most of our troops from the north neighborhoods to assist. All remaining troops in the north neighborhood continue standard patrol activities and maintain the illusion of a larger presence in that area. If the locals knew we were understaffed, they could do some serious damage.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
That actually makes some sense. They don't have a massive army because it would be ridiculous for Cerberus, a minor terrorist organization, to somehow have a vast and extremely well-equipped army.
Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Oh, cool. I got a level from getting some Omnigel or Metagel.
Victory! Field devotion! Acknowledged.
Huh, I wonder who these guys are. They're clearly not Protheans. They look kind of like the Collectors. That's weird.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Why does the subtitle say Prothean? He's clearly not a Prothean.
Alert! North side bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Yeah.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they use to activate stasis mode.
Okay, so we need more melee damage. Oh, obviously radius, yeah. And for Vega, oh yeah, fortification is good. Give him more of that. Ah, come on.
All right. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
I actually wanted to go down the ladder, Liara. Resistance information update. We've gotten word from our source for the Eden Prime's resistance movement that we can expect an attack on our security center between 2200 and 2300 tomorrow night. They're pulling in forces from across the colony. This gives us the perfect chance to destroy their leadership. Once the attack is contained, allow Dr. William Cambiata to escape, firing near-miss shots to keep it realistic. He's given us good information, and with luck, the locals will see him as a daring hero and the only man to escape the Cerberus trap. Might even put him in charge.
Perfect. This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
Yeah, also really would have sucked if they'd made the traitor their leader. So, good times.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game.
Son of a bitch, this was somebody's home.
Yeah, but the dead people are Cerberus, so that's actually awesome. Somebody came in and just murdered a bunch of Cerberus people. Also weird that the huskified Cerberus people still care about, you know, sports. So that doesn't actually have a cooldown if I use it right after a charge.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Yeah, we've already been over that part here. I'm just looting everything. Oh, is this a different thing?
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dock space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod.
Really weird that they keep calling these obviously not Protheans Protheans.
All life forms and the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
Or not.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans use to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod. Backup forces are here.
Stop that. Oh yeah, turrets go boom. Track. More dead Cerberus people. Like, right? That's... Oh, never mind. He's got an alliance. Oh, that's the alliance logo. The other guys were wearing the alliance logo too. Okay, never mind. That sucks. I'm a dumb. I'm also a little bit lost. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate the helpful advice. Up this way? Nope. Alright. If I were an alternate route... If one of them would just, like, stand over there, I could just charge at him, and that would solve this problem, at least for me. Unfortunately, I don't think any of them are going to be that thoughtful. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm sorry for calling you Cerberus earlier. Also, I'm getting a little motion sick from running. That's not great. Forgot how zoomed in this game's FOV is, and I can't holster the gun to pull the camera out of it. Ah, where are we going? What are we doing? What do we need? Well, I know what we need. We need to get out of here. We need to get back over to the... I was going to say coffin, but it's... well, it's kind of a coffin. That's still not helpful. Maybe we go around this way? Not this way. This might be new, but no, that's the first place we went. Okay, so we got this information, and then we killed a bunch more. And then they sealed the bridge. And we might have gone out of order, and maybe they expected us to be here when the bridge was sealed and not there. Also, go ship. But this just leads back to over here. Unless there's something up the ladder? I didn't see anything earlier, but it also wasn't sealed earlier. No, nada. Could we just get, just blanked on his name, but we could get our shuttle guy over here, pick us up, fly us over? Or even just, like, hover around the gap so we can jump from that onto the shuttle and then on the other side of the bridge. Damn it, this is really breaking the flow. Where the hell are they expecting me to go? I have been in here. Okay, what the hell? That was not helpful. Alright, okay, let's stand over here and see if we see another way across. You can't see me right now, but I'm hanging my head in shame. 3-foot drop. I'm Lulu the Fool. Okay, new friend who the game claims is Prothean.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
Oh, you guys are way behind me.
Lots of bogies inbound, Commander. We'll have to hold this position.
Right away.
Oh, you should probably,
I'm on it.
There, there.
Here they come.
No, you guys are supposed to stay over there. Just let me go crazy.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
Wish my corner man was here. I could use an ice pack.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there.
If anybody's low, there's a Cerberus supply cache in the building next door.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access. Heavy mech, don't let it get close! There, you can open the life pod now. There, you've got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No. The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You will remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
I saw what happened to your people. I know you must be grieving. But they died 50,000 years ago. My people are dying right now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Okay, so all the joking about, oh, he couldn't possibly be Prothean, which, yeah, it's not really joking.
A living Prothean?
Definitely not what they look like.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way.
He got Grunseled room.
What's the
where
problem?
you store thought out
I've
people.
tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
We've never met one before. Nothing wrong with playing it safe. Should we be worried?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which... You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Then I'd say you found an ally. The goal of this ship is to wipe the Reapers from existence.
But how far are you willing to go to achieve that goal? Lies are easy to detect, but you seem to be telling the truth, Commander. For now.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered. What sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us.
Oh, shit.
If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the record so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
Well, shit. I forgot about that line about the Unisards. So, obviously they were the weird, skinny, tentacle people, and this was totally addressed, and I totally forgot about it, and I've been making cracks about the Protheans and yada yada since the end of the first freaking game. And I'm an idiot, and I apologize to the writers or anybody who might have been watching this series and going, dude, the entire time. I'm a moron. I forgot. My bad. One of my nitpicks has just been rendered invalid.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean Empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think. We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik, though I still need time to recover. The shock has not worn off yet.
I understand. This must be a hell of an experience for you. We're just glad to have you aboard, Javik.
Alright. So, yeah, Javik here, is actually DLC, but he was day 1 DLC. So he's got more to him than Zaid and Kasumi did. He actually has full companion conversations, he's got a loyalty quest, all that good stuff. New article on Eden Prime. Alliance officials confirm a local resistance movement has successfully pushed Cerberus forces off Eden Prime. Hell yeah. Cerberus attacked Eden Prime for reasons remain unclear and set up facilities to occupy the colony. But after constant attacks from a united populace, Cerberus troops retreated. Alliance officials are sending an evacuation transport now to get colonists off-world before Reaper forces reach the colony. We owe this victory to the Alliance, Resistance leader Edward Crabb said in a prepared statement. The people of Eden Prime have always been ready to fight, but Alliance intel gave us the tools we need to push those Cerberus bastards off our planet. Many Resistance fighters have said they plan to enlist to support the Alliance. Neat. Okay, let's go ahead and hit the next story mission. Oh, we've recorded 50% of potential assets. Well, it's better than scanning planets for minerals. Wreckage. Recovered 200 units of fuel, which we didn't need. Palaven's largest moon has been shrouded in secrecy since the dawn of the Turian space age. During the Krogan rebellions, the hierarchy classified nearly all data on Monet and its sister moon Nanus because they feared the Krogan could use the moons as weapons by smashing them into Palaven's surface. However, some information has leaked out. Images of Turian bases where personnel walk without envirosuits indicate advanced infrastructure, likely a network of subterranean tunnels with powerful Mass Effect field generators that retain heat and atmosphere over swaths of the surface. The Reapers' plans for bombarding the bases were met with fierce resistance by the Turian fleet and the moon's anti-aerospace defenses. With their easy victory stalled, the Reapers deployed a variety of ground units to take the bases one at a time. The Turians have the advantage on the moon, but the Reapers have the patience to slowly grind them down. With every base captured, the Reapers deny the Turian fleet another place to repair or refuel. Bunch of classified stuff, including somehow radius, day length, orbital distance. And yet they have the orbital period. Well, whatever. It's not good. Okay, we can't take Javik yet. I actually kind of thought we could, so that's a bummer. Turns out I don't like that outfit that much. And I don't like the red, so let's try this one. Vega, you do you, buddy. Oh, we got a new gun. Ah! Yeah. We leveled up from that. Let's see. More barrier means more damage from our smash thing. So we'll go ahead and grab that. And Liara, nothing. And James. Yeah, I guess we can grab the frag thing. Somehow the Turians have the advantage on the moon.
Oh no. No. Palaven.
We have an old friend there.
Holy hell. They're getting decimated.
Strongest military in the galaxy, and the Reapers are obliterating it.
Was it like this on Earth?
Yes.
Shepard. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Commander, the LZ's getting swarmed.
James, open that hatch.
What the hell is happening to me?
All right.
All right.
Get in, get out. Let's move.
Okay, cool. Just looking for any intel or money or weapon upgrades.
Hold your fire! Friendly inbound!
I'm gonna switch the light color to blue, like it was in ME2.
Try them again. May I command? Nothing, sir. Not even try them again. Been getting nothing for it. That's an order. We can freely use air support.
Hey! Ground report. Knowledge of the terrain is our only advantage here, and that's not going to last forever if they keep throwing their forces at us. We'll hold this area as long as we can. I'm linking my transponder to the life signal monitoring system of the unit suits. If it goes out, send another unit here ASAP.
Tabestic, get your men up on that north barricade.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Bartas, find a way to get that comm tower operational.
Sir. General?
Commander Shepard. Heard you were coming, but I didn't believe it. General Corinthus.
I've come to get Primarch Fedorian.
Primarch Fedorian is dead. His shuttle was shot down an hour ago as it tried to leave the moon.
That's gonna complicate things. How bad is it, General?
We just lost about 400 men in half an hour. We set up camps on this moon as an advanced position to flank the enemy. A sound strategy. Just...
irrelevant.
Exactly. The sheer force of the Reapers seems to make them immune to that sort of tactic. The Primarch and his men found that out the hard way.
I'm sorry. That's a big loss for everyone. Reaper bastards. So what happens now?
The Turian hierarchy provides very clear lines of succession.
Right. General Corinthus?
With such heavy casualties, it's hard for me to be certain who the next Primarch is. Palaven Command will know. However, at the moment, contacting them is impossible. The comm tower is out. Husks are swarming that area. We can't get close enough to repair it.
Well, I'm not leaving this moon until I know where the new Primarch is. I'll fix your tower.
Thank you, Commander. I'll take care of things on this end.
All right, let's go.
I see the comm tower, to the left of the main barricade in front of Palaven.
Let's go!
How many fighters are in for repair? 29, sir. Have the crew make only critical level 8 repairs. Every serviceable fighter is in the air, ASAP. Got it? Yes, sir.
Alrighty. I guess we should just take the assault rifle so the game stops inventing guns for us to carry during cutscenes.
Up and on your left. This is the main barricade.
Wait, was that Rick?
Up and on your left. This is the main barricade.
They sent us winter gear. Not sure what they thought we'd do with that kind of gear here, but I suppose we should thank the spirits nonetheless. The power sources can be cannibalized and converted to power or combat gear's filtering units instead, at least. It'll be nice not to have those clogging up anymore. Got some armor pieces. Alright, back to the workbench. Alrighty. Onward. Wrong way. Onward. Oh. What you shooting at, buddy?
can't repair it from this panel. Liara, see if you can repair it.
I'll go up and have a look. If you can keep husks from climbing up behind me, I'd appreciate it.
Here they come. Ready, James?
Hell yeah. Let's take them.
Shepard, I've repaired the tower's main satellite connection. On my way down.
General, do you read? The comm tower is now operational.
Much appreciated, Commander. I'll contact Paladin Command.
Let me know when you've got something. I'll help your men till I hear from you.
Understood.
Shepard out.
I'm on it.
Commander Shepard, come in.
Go ahead.
I have information from Paladin Command. Please return ASAP.
On our way.
Okay.
What have you got?
As your partner said, succession is usually simple. But right now, the hierarchy's in chaos. So many dead or MIA.
I need someone. I don't care who. As long as they can get us the Turian resources we need.
Dude.
I'm on it, Shepard. We'll find you the Primarch.
Garrus.
Vicarian, sir. I didn't see you arrive.
At ease, General.
Good to see you again. I thought you'd be on Paladin.
If we lose this moon, we lose Paladin. I'm the closest damn thing we have to an expert on Reaper forces, so I'm advising.
James, this is Garrus Vicarian. He helped me stop the Collectors. He's a hell of a soldier.
Saren.
Lieutenant, good to see you too, Liara.
Good to see you in one piece, Garrus.
General Corinthus filled me in. We know who we're after.
Paladin Command tells me that the next Primarch is General Adrian Victus.
Victus. His name's crossed my desk.
Know him, Garrus?
I was fighting alongside him this morning. Lifelong military, gets results, popular with his troops. Not so popular with military command. Has a reputation for playing loose with accepted strategy.
What do you mean?
On Tatris, during the uprisings, his squad discovered a Solarian spy ring about the same time the Turian separatists did. Rather than neutralize the ring, he fell back. He even gave up valuable fortifications which the rebels took.
Then the rebels attacked the Solarians, and when both groups had worn each other down, Victus moved back in. Didn't lose a man.
Bold strategy, but wild behavior doesn't get you advanced up the meritocracy.
Primarch Victus. That should be something to see.
Unconventional thinking might be the only way to save Paladin. And Earth.
He'll do whatever it takes. Reminds me of an old human Spectre I knew.
Okay, let's get him on the shuttle and get out of here.
Commander! Shepard, come in!
Can this wait, Joker? We're in the middle of a war zone.
We've got a situation on the Normandy, Commander. It's like she's possessed. Shutting down systems, powering up weapons. I can't find the source.
I need the Normandy standing by. We may have to bug out.
Should I go back and take a look?
Do it. Garrus, you said you were with Victus this morning?
Yeah, but we got separated. He went to bolster a flank that was breaking. Could be anywhere out there.
We're trying to raise him, Commander.
Incoming harvester, headed for the airfield.
Oh, it's one of those bugs. Now we can actually shoot it, huh?
General, tell Primarch Victus we'll rendezvous here. In the meantime, let's go take care of whatever that thing dropped off. Coming, Garrus?
Are you kidding? I'm right behind you.
Okay, my cat just hopped up here and farted. That was... whew. Lovely. Concussive shots, kind of his signature. What do we got? Impact radius or force and damage. Force and damage on frozen targets. Active ammo. Okay, we're gonna grab that, and then... Right, we can actually get it to chain 3 times.
James, is that you breathing so hard?
Atmosphere's a little thinner than I'm used to, is all. Adrenaline's better than oxygen. I think we're done here. Just me? Or do those Reapers look like Turians?
Shepard, come in.
They do. Go ahead.
Still trying to raise the Primarch, but we've got trouble back here at the main barricade. If the Reapers breach it, we're done.
On my way.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Just picking them off. Maybe I can do 3 at a time. Wahoo!
I wish I could put James on this.
Okay, come on. Who's next?
up! Here comes another wave!
Yeah, like fish in a barrel.
What?
Old humans say, like fish in a barrel. Holy hell! What is that thing? Brace yourself!
Ah!
Shepard, Corinth is here.
What's the word on the Primarch?
Still can't get a stable comm link.
Okay, I'm going on foot. Shepard out. Garrus, take me to the last place you saw Victus. How far?
Should be pretty quick, unless we find trouble. Damn it. Look at Palaven. That blaze of orange. The big one. That's where I was born.
That's rough. Still have family there?
My dad. A sister.
How bad is it?
3 million lost the first day. 5 the second.
How's your military holding up?
Look around. That should give you some idea.
You're putting up a good fight.
For now. But how long does it take before the fight's kicked out of you? If they'd only listened to your warnings about the Reapers, we might have been ready.
Maybe.
No.
Hard to figure how you prepare for something like this.
Right? I blame Tim for... wasting 2 years trying to resurrect us instead of, just working on, getting ready for this. Of course, that would also mean Tim was in more control, so...
Got more back here. Shit, I hate those things. And New York is crawling with the creepy bastards? I never should have left Earth.
It's gonna be bad all over.
Leaving the fight just pisses me off.
But you're here asking Victus to do the same thing. Leave the fight, make nice, and see.
This summit is the only chance we've got. None of us is beating the Reapers alone. Soldier, you okay?
Yes, sir. We'll make it.
Have you seen General Victus?
Half hour ago. Yeah, so.
Okay, good luck.
Yes, sir.
Again, we level up from Metagel. Neither of those is especially awesome for our build.
Commander, how many troops in that crash? 50? 75?
Not sure.
Sounds right.
Hard to see a beautiful ship like that go down.
Not to mention the men serving on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should go. That was a little closer than I'd like.
I'll say. loco. You really think this summit will work? I mean, Asari? Solarians? Where's the Krogan and Batarians? Where's the meat?
It's not that easy.
The Batarians took the first hit when the Reapers arrived. Not much left of them. And the Krogan have never forgiven us for the genophage.
Right. Turians sterilized them.
Solarians came up with it.
And the Krogan hate them both for it.
So they won't be joining us.
Too bad. I fought with a Krogan. They're tough sons of bitches.
That sounds bad! Okay, double time! No Reapers taking this Primarch from me.
Right behind you!
Move into the compound! Moving!
Right behind you! Been a brutal fight for these guys.
But the tide's turning!
You've got!
Turn up the heat! General Victus.
Yes?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Normandy.
Commander, I know who you are. I can't wait to find out what brings you out here. Vicarian, where did you go?
Heavy Reaper unit on the right flank. I believe your exact words were, "Get that thing the hell off my men."
Appreciated.
General, you're needed off-planet. I've come to get you.
It will take something beyond important for me to leave my men or my Turian brothers and sisters in their fight.
Fodorian was killed. You're the new Primarch.
You're needed immediately to chair a summit and represent your people in the fight against the Reapers.
I'm Primarch of Palaven, negotiating for the Turian hierarchy.
Yes.
I've spent my whole life in the military. I'm no diplomat. I hate diplomats.
What makes you think you're not qualified?
I'm not really a by-the-book kind of guy, and I piss people off. My family's been military since the Unification War. War is my life. It's in my bones. But that kind of passion is deceptive. It can make you seem reckless when you're anything but.
War is your resume. At a time like this, we need leaders who've been through that hell.
I like that. You're right.
And honestly, uniting these races may take as much strength as facing the Reapers. See this devastation, Primarch? Double that for Earth.
Oh,
I need an
fuck you,
alliance.
Shep.
I need the Turian fleet.
Give me a moment to say goodbye to my men.
Without him down here, there's a good chance we lose this move.
Without him up there, there's a good chance we lose everything.
Look at that. And they want my opinion on how to stop it? Failed CSEC officer, vigilante, and I'm their expert advisor? Think you can win this thing, Shepard?
Yeah, I don't know, Garrus. But I'm sure as hell gonna give it my best shot.
I'm damn sure nobody else can do it. For whatever it's worth, I'm with you.
Welcome aboard. Are you ready, Primarch Victus?
One thing. Commander, I appreciate your need for our fleets, but I can't spare them, not while my world is burning. But if the pressure could be taken off Palaven...
That's a pretty tall order.
We need the Krogan. I can't see us winning this thing without them. Get them to help us, and then we can help you.
The Krogan.
Looks like your summit just got a lot more interesting.
The Asari have been down this road before, Commander Shepard.
But Madam Counselor, let me...
I tried to smooth things over with the Solarian Dalatras. To say she's upset would be a monumental understatement.
Some of these issues are hundreds of years old. Time to let go.
Sad to say, but any effort to ally these disparate groups seems doomed to failure. And I'm sure you understand that we cannot afford to waste time with the Reapers knocking at our door. This must be my final word. I'm sorry, but the Asari will not be at your summit.
Our alliance would be stronger with the Krogan. You need them. We all do.
I wish you luck, Commander. Goodbye.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCon.
Alrighty.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really.
Yeah,
They searched through the relays and hit Artura's station before we knew what was happening. From there, it was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
Sending us to the Mars Archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall. I sacrificed the entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
It's an advantage, but can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. To battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
I haven't forgotten.
So I'll find their soft spots, avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've got.
How long can we keep that up?
As long as it takes. The reality is, Shepard, everything I'm doing is a delaying action for you. I'm buying us time, keeping us in the game while you gather what we need for this Prothean device. So keep at it.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned up anything?
Liara appears to be right. It's a weapon of some sort. A big one. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
Do you think it's risky, building something like this when we don't even know what it does?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me, but the Reapers have forced our hand. 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure what the atomic bomb might do. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
Any updates on Cerberus?
There's still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars suggests they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
It didn't seem as if the Elusive Man was suggesting we appease them. Not like Saren did. You'd think we'd be on the same side, now more than ever.
Cerberus has never played by the rules as we know them. I don't know what their agenda is, but it has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
The Elusive Man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
Doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the elusive man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't now.
Yep.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
Alrighty. We are going to call it here at about the 4-hour mark. So 4 hours into Mass Effect 3, and the gameplay is so much better than Mass Effect 2. And Mass Effect 1, of course, but yeah, holy crap, I had forgotten what a leap in just the game feel there is between this and 2. And 2 was a pretty substantial improvement over 1, and then 3 just blows it out of the water. It's so much fun. I mean, I could easily keep playing for another couple of hours, but it's already after 11, and, you know, sleep. So, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good rest of the night or morning. You know the drill. Adios.